CI Production. That's the name of my company. Okay, is that okay, Art?
I'm starstruck.
A little louder?
Just a
Is
tad.
it plugged in?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe it is, isn't it? There we go, I'll just keep it right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I'll bring it a little closer.
There you go.
We got it. I gotta be able to see my beautiful work here. All right, thank you for coming. I feel silly with these. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the changes in the seasons. Can you see this little mouse?
No,
that's it.
Not on.
Hang on. Where'd it go? Okay, can you make my little,
Make it go.
got too many cords here. Well, anyway, on the left,
there's nothing up in there.
It looks like the TV's off.
oh, it went off.
It does after so long.
There we go.
Welcome to the center. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. I'll just kind of talk about it rather than the mouse. It's been an interesting thing. I worked on this. I took my little Zodiac Personalities book, and is this the right angle for you? Okay. And decided to redo the drawings. This is all cartoons, just like me. And anyway, this is from, I'm calling this A Year in the Life. And let's take it, everything is light, is what Nikola Tesla's.
We can't hear you.
Really? Oh, okay. Everything is light, according to Nikola Tesla. And there's another guy that I found the other day that has been 50 years working on a formula to prove that everything is not light, everything is form. Now think about it. Maybe light is a form of it, the master consciousness of everything. Light is one of the, you got the earth, solid, the liquids, the mercurical energies of the electricity, and you have light as a form. And so everything is a form. He wasn't able to figure out the last formula. He's been working on it for 50 years. So I thought it was an interesting concept. And that is fascinating that we have light. Everything is a form. Everything comes out of nothing but the consciousness of everything. Form is created. And of course, what I'm going to talk about today is the light. As you can see here on the left side, on the bottom, in the bottom left of the upper arc, this is where the sun comes above the horizon, goes up to noon at the top, drops down at sunset on the right in Virgo. This is the seasonal energy. It's also the daily, but it's different, done in 12 hours or 24 hours. Then down below is the winter. And the winter is where, in Libra is the first day of fall. That's the eastern point. Aries is the eastern point. Libra is west on the chart. Up and top is north. Down below is south, and on the right is the western point. So everything is going through this cycle, up and down and up and down and up and down the light source. So we all know that. So but I want to explain that it is a rhythmic cycle, and it was based. Ancient astrologers used the stagnant stars in the sky, the constellations, to pinpoint these times a year, and that's when they found the patterns. So the patterns worked quite well, and they became astrology. Now, here's the idea here on the daily basis. You see, when the Earth rotates clockwise, counterclockwise around the sun, you can see the little Earth's in the center, and the North Pole at spring is tilted in normal position, and as it goes around, it gets down to summer, and the North Pole the sun is directly to the north of the Earth on the bottom. So, but it's backwards in the charts because they put the Earth on the bottom. So you could see that north, the sun is north of the Earth. On the right, the sun is west of the sun in the fall, and so forth. So that's kind of the way it works. Ancient astrologers believed the sun was the center of the universe. The Earth was, I'm sorry. And the sun and stars were all around us because we're certainly the most important planet in the whole area. Huh? Maybe the second one. Mars intrigues me a little bit. Anyway, so what happens when it goes through each season, we come up with these astrologers called the cardinal fixed immutable points. Cardinality are the compass points. In the spring, it's heading to the north over the horizon. It gets up top, it turns to right and goes in a new direction. On the fall, it's going to the south side of the sun. And so but each month, each season has a cardinal point. Cardinal means directed. The energy is directed in a new direction on the cardinal point. In the middle months, all the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, are caught in the middle. And then think of that idea that what's happening with the sun, things are caught in the middle. And the last month, wow, I'm free to change, and it's heading to a new season, so it has to take the changes. This is Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. Those are the mutable signs. So we have the basic elements, and as they spin around the universe, they create 4 elemental states of being. The feminine charged signs are water and earth, grounded physicality. The masculine charged are fire and air, pure energy, masculine, just like us humble men. Okay, that was a bad joke. Okay, so Aries is, the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sag. In the heat of the moment, in the spring, the cardinal fire crosses the equator to begin spring, to go up above the horizon. In Leo, the fire is in the middle of summer. Fixed fire mixes the world to make it a wonderful place to live. We're on Earth, we're here, sucking up that sunshine, saying, wow, that's what it is. But in the fall, in the winter, in the middle of winter, it's scattered energy. There's very little heat, but there's still heat in that Sagittarius. The earth signs follow: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In the spring, roots sink deeply into the earth to ground down and bring life up to the sun. In the middle of fall, it's time to gather in the harvest. That's our Virgo friends. In the winter solstice, it's time to begin the climb to a new year of excitement, a new year of creation. Climb to new heights. And that's the humble sign of Capricorn. Oh, I'm a Capricorn.
Your drawings are spectacular.
Thank you. So, and all you air signs out there, you Geminis, Libra, and Aquarius, the sensations of Earth are analyzed, reassembled into new forms, all the air signs with the mind. Gemini's mutable air makes the final changes of spring to bring the Earth into summer, a big change. Lots of change with Gemini. In the middle and fall, of course, Libra's kind of, well, I got this over here, and I got this over there, and I got this over there.
No.
Figure out which one we want. Never can.
What?
So they can't figure out what they want.
We can't figure out what we want, go in a restaurant, you can.
Well, I know
Give us
that
choices, we can't do it.
and all the wonderful Libras we got here today. Anyway, but you can see why that happens. That is what happens on the Earth energy, and we are a product of that. So the Libra is balance, trying to make balance.
The best one.
And then the air sign, the mental thing in the middle of winter is Aquarius. The fixed air of Aquarius locks into the intuitive part of our mind, the ability to understand things and how they kind of fix together into new wholes. Aquarians are very magical minds.
Yay.
How many Aquarius we got? One Aquarius and 1,600 Libras? And one,
Bill, you should do the roll call. Start with Aries.
Aries, Taurus, yay Taurus, Virgo, Geminis,
Gemini.
Cancers, Leos, oh there they are,
How many?
two. And then of course we got the water signs. After Leo, Cancer,
I think Virgo.
Virgo.
see my, sorry, Virgo,
That makes sense.
I'm a Virgo, but you are in the water signs now.
oh well, they wanted to go, who is he? After Virgo, we have Libras, we know there's a lot of Libras, and then Scorpios, two,
Ooh, that's right.
Sagittariuses, which I affectionately, excuse my language, pronounce as Sagittariuses. Being a Sag rising. And I will talk about them, don't want to get too much politics, but we want to understand the energies of the season and how their nature, that magic consciousness through the light tells us who we are. So the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cancer cardinal covers the earth with the elixir of life. Water permeates everything. That brings life. We wouldn't be here without water. In the middle month of fall, the chilly nights bring the solid and frozen fixed water of Scorpio. This is the first time it's getting cold enough.
Gotta bring my blanket.
I thought you were bringing your flag out.
Gotta bring my blankie.
Your blanket.
Well, I thought a bull was gonna come running down.
At winter's end, the snow melts and evaporates into the air. It liquidates the earth with rain. Isn't that a wonderful idea how all this works? So we'll briefly, how am I doing here? Okay for time. Well, it kind of goes quickly through the signs. You can see where Aries charge, they rule the body parts, so you're going to get a hint on body parts. The energy of Aries is in the head. That's where it starts, in the mind. And they, Aries in the head, all systems to go on the year's first day of dominant light. The ram charges to the front, head first, into everything. Mars is the planet. When that rules Aries, think about the Martian energy assigned to the planet Mars by the ancients. They were very wise. Anyway, that's Aries. They are the true pioneers. They have a knack for getting things started. In a rut, call your Aries friends. This is when we should have said who's in Aries, but we know now. So anyway, finishing the job is somebody else's job. It's time to begin a new adventure. Let's see, they have a large and tall forehead. These are the physical characteristics. The hair tends to create a ram horns. And a large, tall head, the very prominent snout. So you get an idea of what Aries look like if they were super Aries. There's a lot of sub-factors to this, you know, the rising sign, the moon sign, planets, what planets are connected, and how they figured all that out in ancient days. I'm amazed. So the ram wants to be first to lead the charge. They assert their opinions. Are you calling me pushy? Oh, no way, follow me. So these are some areas. You can see that basic structure in their face. But the rising sign affects bone structure, and it could go beyond. But look at an Aries expression. It's very directed at you. Very, I have a point to make. So, okay, then Taurus, the humble Taurus, caught in the center, fixed on the earth. Midsummer. Their heavy shoulders way to the front. Fixed earth of exotic delights arouses the senses. And the Tauruses are very good at arousing senses. A Taurus sense of hearing, smell, and taste are extraordinary. Physical traits include their wide brows, the bovine eyes, the wide nostrils, square jaw, square head, large, heavy neck and shoulders. And as Orson Welles says, I will drink all wine anytime. So you get an idea with Taurus. You read what you want. I'm going to make sure I don't go too long on this. These are Taurus people. Look at those bovine eyes. They come down on the outside. So anyway. Then we go to Gemini. We're going to wrap up spring.
That's my daughter.
Yeah. The last month of every season is time to make changes, so prepare for summer. Gemini. All this input from Taurus, wow, ooh, and all these ideas from Aries, ooh, you know, all these thoughts and energized energy. Gemini's propeller-like hands churn the air as they float forward, flying here and there to chase those trails of fleeting thoughts. Gemini's juggling of ideas often result in a prolific output of words. Just take a look at those names. I'm not going to rattle them. Allen Ginsberg, Lillian Hellman, Joyce Carol Oates. Can we talk, says Joan Rivers? Of course. And Bob Dylan says, the answer's blowing in the wind. Just think of the possibilities. Gemini friends will help you do that. So here's some Geminis. Notice the mutable change. One side of the face is a little, all the mutable signs, one side of the face is a little above the other. And,
Mhm.
well, not so much with Kennedy, that wasn't the best part, but he certainly has that jaw that comes forward. Okay, Cancer, cardinal water, summer solstice. Sun's reached its highest point in the sky. At light's peak, the tides shift. The year begins its long journey into night. More than others, Cancers feel the urgency of the tidal shift, and they're driven to gather in the resources, bring it into their homes and put it together to create a secure comfort zone.
Hoarding,
Hoarding,
collecting, hoarding, yes.
hoarding.
She doesn't do that.
Too much information.
Too much? Oh,
Always.
Well, we gotta figure it all out. Cancers connect with others, their lunar temples glow and beam. Hi, I'm a Cancer. They're very emotional connection with it. So listen for the warbling lunar cackle. You'll hear it occasionally.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. That's it. Thank you for demonstrating it. See, I'll leave. I'll let you go. Cancer friends can help you to keep your emotions in control. Remember that. Here's some Cancers. Notice the round faces. It's like here, there's a big round moon in the middle of their face.
Is that Carmen up there?
Hmm?
Look at Carmen.
Looks like, but it isn't her.
Well, I know it isn't, but it sure looks like her.
A little bit. And then, of course, it's humble Leos, fixed fire. They strut in proudly, rules the heart. The sun is the ruler of Leo. It signifies the dignified arrangement. Everything revolves around the center light, which is me. Yeah, I'm exaggerating here. So the fixed fire makes all things warm and radiant. Thank you, Leos. Leos have a magnanimous presence, attracts a lot of attention. The greatest love of all is learning to love yourself, Whitney Houston. When these lions purr, paw, and preen, all the world becomes a stage. After all, when you're hot, you're hot. I have a humble Leo moon, as you can. So these are some Leos. Notice the basic square features of the crown, the lion eyes. It's not perfect, but everybody's a mix of everything. Virgo, taking the middle of fall. Leo's curtain call, the spotlight fades as the earth prepares to enter a new season. With the tending of the garden, mutable earth makes the essential changes that bring the harvest in the fall. These substances support and sustains the health and growth of life on the planet. You got to work to make it work. Virgos are very hard workers. They got the bicameral mind like Gemini, but Gemini is thinking, assembling ideas. Virgo is reducing them into smaller physical arrangements. That's what I guess you could say about Virgos. They're gonna figure out how it all works. And of course, they rule the stomach, so when they walk in, it's always stomach first.
Really?
I think you guys are following this pretty good. I loaded the wrong one. I wasn't going to do the third sign here, and I loaded the wrong one up. Sorry about that. I guess you're gonna be a little longer. I'll try to speed it up.
We don't care.
No.
The colder half of the year, Virgo organize all the stuff of Earth into functional arrangements. Some become obsessed as they fuss over every detail. But if you're well balanced, then you're okay. I like Virgos a lot. Here's some Virgo people. Notice the lines, the skilled phases, just like we saw with Gemini. We'll let it go at that. On the, yes? Did you want to comment on any of the people?
She just wants you to get to Libra.
Well, being there half the crowd here, we will skip Libra. Okay, all right, I'll explain how it works for all you Libra people and what you do that's so important. The fall equinox, the sun is crossing south of the equator as it enters the third quadrant, the upper half of the zodiac chart, because they had north at the bottom because they figured the earth was in the center. So when it was at its northern point, so it's backwards in the chart. They got north on the bottom. We won't worry about that. But anyway, if you've ever wondered why. So darkness dominates, the heat of summer is over, but everything is lovely. Isn't fall the loveliest night of year?
No.
It's not the cold little winter still there. We got the beauty of summer, and it's still warm and nice, just like it is out there, except for that wind the other day.
And it's heating up again.
Too much air in the room, too many Libras running around chatting.
Amen.
Oh, I'm having fun here. Anyway, the breezes of cardinal air calm the skies as they bring opposing frontal systems into equal balance. Libra is the midpoint, so they're perfectly balanced when they walk. There's nothing other than straight up and down. With impeccable posture, Libras leisurely float in their soft-lit world of tranquil beauty. Venus is the ruling planet, of course, Venus, the planet of love. It also rules Taurus. Peace is promoted when Libra disarms disagreements by teetering between one side and the other. Are they indecisive or just trying to be fair? Oh, I think it's being fair. In the twilight of the year, all is fair. There's some Libras. Look at that smile. Perfect. Horizontal lines of the eyes.
Look at Junie.
And that little cherub cheeky bones. That's also Virgo. Okay, now we're gonna have fun now. It's getting dark out there. In the darkness of mid-fall, the Scorpio knows. In survival mode, because that's what we're thinking now. We now realize the winter's coming. Libra's gone, it's not so nice. It's time to find the inner strength to carry on and master the secrets of survival. Pluto creeps along on the outer edge of the solar system, revealing otherworldly secrets of sex, life, death, and karma.
Well, he isn't even a planet anymore.
Oh, yes,
You know.
well, I think it is.
I do.
That's interesting.
I
know.
There's the temperature is dropping. It's time to rise above the doom and gloom. Scorpios will help you do that. When the eagle soars to greater heights, the eyes and brows we sweep up on the back side to the back. They focus on secrets, deep truths are revealed. When they focus within, they find the personal source of empowerment. As above, so below. Others contend that a divine source is there to guide us through the journey. And that's secret is Scorpio represents that connecting between the physical and the spiritual. There are some Scorpios that aren't too too spiritual, but there's a lot of them that are physical. Sorry about that, Scorpios. Just kidding. There were some Scorpios. I got to work on that photo. It sure came out bad, but I guess you can see the focused eyes, the looking straight at you. And the brows, the rather large, more than normal stout, even though that's an ascendant thing with the bone structure of the nose. If they're a double Scorpio, they'll have quite a large beak. Okay, now we're into a fun time of year. Sagittarius is coming and says, don't worry about all this cold stuff. Let's make some changes. Darkest day in the year, it's time to make some changes and make the world brighter. Yes, there's hope ahead, Sagittarius says. We could think about, hey, the sun's going to be rising soon. Archer shoots for the stars. The spirit is free to travel inspired paths of bliss. Let it go. Jupiter's giant vortex will give everything a lucky spin. All gamblers I know that know astrology root for Virgo so they can try to make money at gambling. On the other side, Gemini has analyzed singular concepts. Here, mutable fire expands these ideas into larger concepts. They bring quantum leaps in knowledge. Eric Sevareid, Winston Churchill, Noel Coward, Margaret Mead. Wonderful social consciousness here. People that know how society works and how people work. It's time to give thanks to a beautiful universe, a bountiful universe. Happy Thanksgiving. That's coming up. Or did it already go? I've been working on these slides too much. Yeah? Anyway, knowledge brings unlimited abundance. And here are the Sagittariuses. You can see the longer faces, the rather goat nose, the coming out in the middle of the face, except for Frank Sinatra. I don't know. But I like the look of the picture because that's what you'll see whenever. So then we come to the shortest day of the year. The sun's at the southernmost point in the sky. It's all up here from here, folks. All up. Let's think positive. Let's climb that mountain. We could do it. And Capricorn's out there, knees carrying them up the mountain as they walk up the mountain like a goat. So it takes us into spring. And soon, Aries, Capricorn. But not quite yet. We got another sign here. The cardinal earth of Capricorn builds the work of Taurus, then the arrangements of Virgo. Trilogy of earth signs supports and sustains all of the physical life on the planet. With the pursuit of wisdom of the ages, yours truly, humble, Many Capricorns become masters of time. J.R.R. Tolkien is amazing. Stephen Hawkins. George F. Gilbran. Yeah, just real complex social analysts. But most of them achieve their greatest success late in their careers. Schweitzer, George Burns was had his early show. Benjamin Franklin. Let's see what else is there. When you climb your mountain, you'll find yourself on top of the world. And that's what Capricorn will teach you. And here's some Capricorns. Notice the wide cheekbones, this mostly prominent snouts, noses. I can't talk today. And that serious look on a couple of the faces. And
Especially George Burns.
what about George Burns?
That's especially George Burns.
That's a serious face, yeah.
Yeah, but he was the best god.
But he played that role very well.
He played that part very well.
He played it wonderfully.
Wonderful.
We're all playing parts, folks.
That's right.
These water bearers, Aquarius. Did I miss something?
Yes.
Yep.
There we go. In midsummer, we go to the next sign, the fixed sign of Aquarius in midwinter. It's getting darker, still dark, but it's time to turn on the inner light. Seems to be no answers. It's time to connect to your intuition and find the answers that you thought you did not know. That's Aquarius. We all have that. Use your intuition. Just, bingo, it pops in your brain. Aquarians know all things are possible if you set your mind to it. Its ruling planet is Uranus. It rotates on its axis in the opposite direction of the inner planets. That's Aquarius for you. Interesting little facts here I managed to throw into this. These water bearers light up our lives with their visions of hope and promise. All of humanity has found a friend. These communicators will let you know what's going on. A lot of people in radio and TV are Aquarius. Human rights is a common cause. But to make all this work, you got to use your imagination to create a brighter path. And that takes us to the last sign. We'll do that in a minute. What the hell happened here? Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, close enough. We only got 1 or 2 more to go. So there's Aquarius. You notice that optimistic look in their eyes. And last and not least,
Thank you.
how many Pisces here? 1, 2, and they're stuck together like 2 fish going in 2 directions. Anyway, here's Earth's 12-month cycle of waxing and waning has gone full circle when the sun enters Pisces. With hints of spring in the air, it's clear that nature is following a divine and orderly creative process. The recognition of the rising light inspires dreams. It's not quite rising yet, but it's still on the planet. It's as low as it's going to go, and tomorrow we know on Aries it will be moved up a notch, so it's coming up. So the recognition inspires dreams, meandering with paddling feet, Pisces swim along their oceans of illusion, both real and imaginated. In this completion of the cycle, all things are connected in the universal solvent of mutable water. In the undulating currents, Pisces feel the connections. Some feel that all things are connected. Good old Einstein, he's amazing. And relatively, of course, astrology, of course. He finally come around to my way of thinking. These emotions bring the wholeness that heals the body. And Pisces are the nurses, the healthcare people that take care of you and help you heal. You're not feeling well, you got a Pisces friend, they will come over and say, here, drink this, it's good for you. Here, do this. Anyway, when you believe in miracles, they happen all the time. So here's the Pisces people. You can see that dreamy look in their eyes. Well, a little exaggerated with Willard Scott on the upper right. But anyway, so that's it. So I encourage all of you to watch for the signs of life and enjoy the years. All right.
So is this the new book, Bill?
This is the book I did 20 years ago, and I just redid it and changed some of the words, made it a little clearer. And I don't want to redo the book again. I still have 1,000 copies in the back room. We'll probably donate them.
And it's very good, it's really informational, and it really helps you to understand yourself and others.
Thank you.
Very good, very good.
Very well done.
Yeah, Johnny?
So did you draw all this?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really great.
Oh, no, it took me
Very good.
10 years to draw the caricatures.
Wow.
And I actually went to that Evergreen State College. I was doing nothing, and I says, I'm gonna spend 2 quarters and draw these characters, because I was in Spokane. I moved to Seattle, I had a piddly job, so I decided I'm gonna spend 6 months, and that's all I did, and that was my assigned project. And they all said, is that all you're gonna do? You don't know how complicated this is.
Yeah.
So to illustrate all of this wonder of nature, and it's all here, and there's something that makes it all work together. We're a very fortunate planet, and why is the Earth right in the right spot, in the right place, at the right time when we're here? So, yeah, that was it. So thank you.
Bill, thank you. Oh, is that on? No. Oh,
Is that you?
whoops. Oh, it's the TVs.
Oh.
Okay. Bill, thank you for blessing us with this beautiful
Yes,
presentation.
yes.
Once again, please.
All the work that went into this. And so you're saying, will this be an additional edition of your book?
No, this is the final version of the old one.
Okay, all right. Well,
It was a lot of work.
yes, it was. And we appreciate the work that you've done and sharing it with us. It clarifies so many things and helps us think about so many more things. This was just a beautiful blessing, Bill. Thank you.
Did you get together with